with attenuation and soft light techniques, building light panels, area lights, and the rim lights from a spotlight. Pretty much we've grabbed the essence and the operation and the techniques to achieve such high quality image. Okay, so maybe I can switch off all the lights that I set up from before. Okay, so all the key lights, the two light panels, the fill lights, and the rim and the spotlight. Now I have pretty much shut them all down, and now create some new and unlit lights. Okay, so there is indeed a false ceiling, a hidden recessed light trough for me to put my lights on, and then kind of block all the direct illumination, so then the lights are only lighting up onto the ceiling and bounce back. This is more for, you could say, for atmosphere build up, or even for decoration purpose. And now I'm trying to fake a fluorescent lamp, or even LED light strips that is installed and hidden onto the ceiling in this recessed area of the size of the room. And probably I need tons of these, say 20 or that 19, and add the original one that's gonna give me 20 across. So let's see. Okay, too many. I'm gonna delete this too. And now I'm gonna select all of this, since I've put my selection filter in light, so I don't have to worry about selecting the room itself or other geometries. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it back up to the correct place, so you can see this. There's this room in between the false ceiling and the ceiling itself, and then now I have that. Okay, same deal, and go to top view and hold down shift and drag down with instance. Now this time it's 25 or more. Well, that's still too many. Well, that's alright, just go delete the extra ones. Now, so I have all these lights hidden in the trough, and then from the camera perspective, I only need that many. But of course, because there will be different bounce lights or rebounds, reflections, and diffuse or global illumination, secondary illumination that gonna bounce around and maybe reflected to the walls, the floor, the ground, the floor in the camera, that we can see the size of the walls, and then of course onto our beautiful statue. So I rather make a little more, but to save time for rendering, I still don't want to overdo it. So simple enough, and probably delete quite a few here. See, I'm not deleting anything inside the camera. So if you could select the camera cone, actually you could by the select by name or unfreeze it, then you can see. Well, that's quite marginal, but then that's still alright. And if from this side, I guess that many. So I'm gonna keep all these because it's still in shot, right? This is the only shot that I really care about, and they are all in, so that's fine. Now, same deal though, except different color. Well, since these are only for atmosphere, so they might not have to be as strong as in intensity. So the multiplier could be a little smaller. For example, 0.03, and the color could be a little more creative. Well, it's really up to you. Well, a lot of times people use common cool or cool white or warm white, or even type in. Sometimes we could type in numbers, say the color temperature and things. But here I'm going to. Well, just for the sake of demonstrating the power of so many omelette all together. If they blend together, what would happen? So I use a really weird color, or you could use a complementary color for it, like blue against the yellow wall. But I'm gonna try with something like outrageous, like a pink, neon, or violet, you know, something like that. And let's see, I am going to use my attenuation, of course, so then you can see the all this range of the attenuation here. Well, I don't have to show them, but right now I need to show, because I have to tell whether I can blend them in, like between each other, the new lights, whether the range they could blend in between each other. So then it's a lot better. Okay, I mean, even for the 100% area, I want to go higher, say 600, and then that one, I don't know, 1200, something like that. And then let's see if they could blend into like a coherence. I'll let you see for yourself. I'm not gonna describe that now, because it's two reasons. It's totally dark, because one is maybe I make a mistake, so I go to my front view. If they are totally blocked by something, that could be one of the reasons. I guess not. So another thing is my attenuation is happening too soon. It's happening too soon, so then they cannot be shown. Or 3, the intensity is too low, so try an extreme number, say 1. That has to be way too powerful. And let's see. Okay, it's coming out. So then you can see, as you can see, if things are not like totally free and really getting in the ways and blocking and things, then you will have to take some extreme measure to help with the situation. So if I just turn these back on, we can do a quick test render for that. Okay, so I just turn this back on, and then you can see, well, there will be definitely the atmosphere light on the top, but then the walls, don't you think, is a little too dark? One of the things most efficient to do is to let me get back into my front view. Okay, maybe, or even left view. Okay, so that's the back wall. Is to actually draw a spotlight. So you click, hold down and drag and release. That way, what you have is a spotlight totally shining into the wall, shown on the wall. Well, if you're doing that first, maybe you want to do it with like something with a warm light source, like a orange, something like that. Okay, so that would give you more atmosphere instead of a cool white light. Secondly is with appropriate power. I can't really tell right now, so I'm just gonna leave it at 0.05. And then, well, the next thing is, of course, is I have to use fire attenuation, because I do not want lights to be like bleeded onto the ground, onto the floor. So it has to be stopped before it reaches the floor, and then probably a fairly soft calculation on the fall off, or the drop off or the decay. Well, I'm not sure if the power is strong enough, so definitely we can see something, but it's very weak. And then of course, for that you can always give it, like, put it as some color, but all I'm trying to do is a little orange but kind of strong, so I raised the lightness for the color. So now you can see the spot here. Now if you have a couple of these, and the whole thing will just be well decorated and light up, and that is not reflecting through to the rest of the room or even the object, so it's not really affecting us. So it will be a nice decoration and mood. Up to this point, pretty much done. We've learned how to achieve 3-point light photographic studio results just by using the simplest form of omelette light, but multiples of them to simulate area lights, which is a lot more complicated and doesn't exist in standard lights. And of course, the most sophisticated tool of all, the spotlight, the cones, the attenuation, direction, location, and intensity.